Hey everyone, I'm back. I have your reading today and I love it. It's great. I have a lot to share. I have a couple of extras included in it. I hope everyone is well. There have been a lot of ups and downs. I've been hearing a lot about, people's illnesses or mishaps, changes to plans that were unexpected, losses, all things that feel very hurtful and harmful in the moment, but all offer an opportunity for a restart, a rebirth, a reconsideration, and an analysis, reanalysis of who we are, how we handle things, and what can we do to move forward and what can we do to help others move forward. So I hope that this message finds everyone as well as they can be and understand that this is seasonal. Nothing stays the same forever, and we can help things continue to stay the same by clinging too tightly. So just be kind to yourself as best you can and others, and stay within the flow as much as you can so that it may usher you out just as you were ushered into whatever circumstances you are in right now. Okay? So, on to the reading. Here's what I've got. So, map deck, of course, first card that came up. And you know what I wanted to let you know? These three cards in the map deck actually came up in my own personal reading for myself. And not in the same positions or anything, but still there, which makes me feel like this is super collective. Like we are aligned in a way where we are going through a lot of the same things or in the presence of others who are going through similar things. This comes up in the reading as well. So to get started, the first card is education. We know things. There are things that we are the subject matter expert on, we know it. But then there are times we are in uncharted territory. We are in a terrain of which we don't understand what's happening. And we might feel reluctant to reach out to ask for help in areas of which we might be weaker. This card is asking, talk to someone. Talk to someone. You don't have to know it all. You don't have to do it all. Even the whole act of expressing your feelings to someone else can be very healing, freeing, and can offer clarity for yourself. So if you were unsure, uncertain, you're feeling something nagging at you, and whatever you're doing isn't getting to the bottom of it, reach out. Please, reach out to someone. Right? Share. My mentor says, I expose myself to expand myself. Share. Okay? The next card is Magic Stream 18. And this Magic Stream card says, we are all connected, whether it's to everyone else generally as a collective existence of humanity. But I also take this as who we are is not just of our own doing. There are things that have happened to us in our family lineage, generationally, things in our environment, how we were raised. There are many factors that have contributed to who we are today. So some of the situations that we find ourselves in, some of our life experiences, some of our thoughts and feelings and ideologies, it's not just of our own doing. It's been influenced by something else. So if you're struggling with something in your life and you feel stuck, avoid solely taking a blame stance of just on you. Try to look at where this may have come from. And one of the concepts that I've been thinking about a lot lately is the concept of pathology. The idea that there are things that we grew up around and we subconsciously took messages and then we apply those subconscious messages into our own actions and behaviors, which cause repetitive patterns that we may have our parents, grandparents, or even farther along may have gone through, and now they're happening in our lives too. of seemingly, we just think, oh, well, I made this messed up choice, not realizing that that's all you may have seen. And that's been coming up in our book club book, and I'll get to that at the end. So for you right now, if there are things in your life that you're struggling with, maybe you constantly feel like you don't have money, you're broke, analyze, how did your parents or your family regard money? What were their attitudes about it? What are your attitudes about money and abundance? And when you look at that, and if you see that it's not satisfactory, you can take steps to rewire your thoughts and feelings and actions about it to help move you from a place of lack to a place of abundance. Okay? Magic stream. We are all connected to something. We are just not a sea of islands. This card is the coming together card in reverse. This is what it looks like upright, but here's it coming together. So the coming together card in reverse, it's about love. And the idea of, do we feel like we're not receiving love? Do we feel that there's someone who's withholding love from us? Are we withholding love, intimacy from another? Are we longing to have that or to have a specific person? The concept of longing is not love, it's lack. So if you're consistently longing and putting into something and it's not being reciprocated in a healthy way, and you're just becoming depleted while you pour into something that is unrequited, take a step back and just take another look at what's going on. Do an assessment of the whole situation from top to bottom. Make a strategy screen. You know, you may have feelings about someone, and you can outline what you need. Outline what you need, and then compare it to what you're getting or not getting, and make a decision. Or you might feel like you're not worthy of love, so you keep getting the same halfway love experiences. You are worthy of love, which means first, you've got to love yourself and feel in a place of love. And it's so funny, I think I wore my love sweatshirt this morning. You've got to feel the love for yourself first, and then that's going to help you discern the right types of individuals to allow into your life. Walk in a space of love, and you won't feel that lack. It isn't easy, but the point of transformation is the commitment to the self. And self-commitment is an act of self-love and self-care. All right? So if you were feeling that you're unfulfilled in any love situation, check yourself first, and then you might want to remove yourself from that. Okay? All right? And energy deck, the temple path. This is you. This is your path. This is, you are on your way. There may be some difficulties right now, but we are all connected. This card says, connect to your family, your friends, your spirit, your ancestors, anyone who has contributed to who you are, you know, at this fundamental level. Connect, reach out. Everything that you are learning and doing is a part of your soul growth. It is a part of your karma. And it won't always be easy, but things are seasonal. So enjoy the path, the journey, as much as you can, but don't forget that there's help along the way, and tap into it. Be a help for others, have them be a help for you, because we're all in it together. And love, gifts received. The universe does not want to see you in a space of lack, but you also have to show the universe that you don't want to be in a space of lack. The universe has gifts for you, whether it's abundance, whether it's love. These are things that aren't something that we just, love is not something to be earned. It's something that we're deserving of, but you also have to be lovable too. You can't just say, I just need to be loved and that will make me feel better. No, you've got to learn to be able to effectively give love as well for others and for yourself. So, but you have to be open. If your heart is closed, you might not get exactly what you're looking for. So work on opening your heart, and this card is full of green. Green is the color of the heart chakra. This is all about opening the heart, settling into that space, and feeling what that energy is, clearing out, and just walking in a more loving space. It's not always easy, but you can do meditations to help you commit to it. You can pray oftentimes for heart chakra stuff. I'll do chakra meditations. I'll work with Jesus or Archangel Raphael, and there's plenty more. Whatever resonates with you. You can even do heart opening yoga poses, just throwing the heart back, like a wheel pose or something along those lines. There are things you can do, but this is real. This is real energy. And see what's going on in there and nurture it. Healing, how we can heal, give back. And every so often I do mention the importance of going out, volunteering, etc. Here is it for you today. And the critical thing that this card said that stood out for me was health issues, emotional issues can make us self-absorbed. That means I feel bad, I feel down, I won't possibly do anything, I can't get up. It makes us selfish. Sorry. A lot of us have illnesses and don't feel so great, and it's super hard. I know it. Trust me, I know it. But to take that as a reason to not do anything else for the next person who may have it worse than you, that's self-absorption. And that's what this card is saying. And going out and giving to someone else, you don't realize how enriching it is, how well it can make you feel, even though you're not feeling fabulous. Of course, that's not the reason to go do it, but that is one of those wonderful byproducts of giving to others. How good it makes you feel in here. And remember, we're supposed to be working on here. So do something to make another person feel good. When I'm crumbling sometimes, like on the way to work, I feel like a train wreck. I want to burst into tears maybe. I found that one of the things that helped take me away from that space, maybe not necessarily feel better or want to stop crying in that moment, but what takes me away from it's not just about you, is to do something small for someone else. Tell a stranger to have a good day. Thank someone. Tell someone their shoes are nice. Just something to get me out of me and my stuff, and to remember that there is the world around us. And that has been a struggle point for me because I tend to kind of move with a tunnel vision sometimes where I'm going around the city because, it's a huge city. But in those smaller spaces, if I'm in there with another person, I've been working to do a little bit better about maybe making an eye contact or a little smile or accept their compliment, return their compliment sort of thing. But give back, find something. My daughter was on spring break this week, and she and I took her to volunteer at one of my favorite organizations in New York City, God's Love. And she had a blast. It was just nice being together and talking with others while doing something that to help someone else, but was also fun. So find something that you love. Find a cause. What do you feel could need, assistance in the world, and go for it. It doesn't have to be grand. You don't have to set up a whole operation. Just give your time. It could be helping your neighbor. It could be making a run to the store for someone else. It could just be getting out of your space and just listening while someone else talks and not even saying anything unless they ask you to. There are many ways to do this. You just got to do it. And as a treat for you, I pulled a card from my Keepers of the Light deck. This Keepers of the Light deck, I only use for myself. I don't have it as part of these readings or any others. But I felt moved to do so today. And the card that I got was Sanat Kumara. And basically, Sanat Kumara is the bringer of love and light. So in this deck, they are basically considering him the leaders of all of the keepers of the light. And he is here to bring the light and the love. And his twin flame is Lady Venus. Love and more love. So this is about bringing you to the world, bringing your light. You are on your temple path journey. You got your gifts that you have already, or ones you're cultivating, ones you are receiving. Give back to the world your light, because it's needed. All right. So that is the reading. And as promised, I just wanted to mention a bit about the book club. So I launched a book club in my community. If you live in Brooklyn or Queens, or hey, if you can make it to Brooklyn and want to be a part of this book club, please let me know. We'll be meeting about once a month on a Saturday, not early. It's like a 5 to 8. So it's kind of like you could come after brunch, or you can leave and go to dinner after or go out. So it's in a pocket of time where it's not, we tried to be a little mindful of the timing. And the book we are reading is Peace from Broken Pieces. You can see that by Iyanla Vanzant. And it's been wonderful. And it goes over a lot, the concept of pathology. So we're still going to be reading this book. I'll show it to you again. Peace from Broken Pieces. If you want to be a part of the book club, you can certainly let me know. I'll put my email at the bottom of the video. And she touches upon a lot of ways her past has influenced her adulthood and how that moved into her children. She was able to recognize the pathology that she picked up from those around her when she was growing up, but then was also able to identify how she passed that on to her children. And that's huge. So that's our book. We're really excited. Looking for more members, of course. This is for everybody. We are doing this intergenerationally. So we want everyone. We want men and women, etc. So, book club. And lastly, I'm going to pull our Universe Has Got Your Back card. So we're going to see in which ways the universe has our back. And one thing I wanted you to know about the reading I did today was that I just really let it flow. Like, cards were flying out, and I was like, these are the cards that we're going with, because they're just slipping out. But the universe has got your back. And we're going to see just how the universe has our back today. All right. Just going to pull one. Pull one right now. See what this is. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. It's about pushing yourself to the limit. We get to a point where we think we've hit a milestone and that we're just done. This is an ongoing process. So keep pushing yourself. When you let something go, keep thinking of the ways you can continue to do more. So one of the concepts I've been working on is forgiveness and performing radical forgiveness. There are levels to it. Part of it is forgiving yourself. You may think you have forgiven a person, but then over time something hits you like, uh-oh, I may have said or done something or felt something that's not completely from a loving space. Maybe I'm not done forgiving. Try to forgive some more. So when you surrender some, surrender more. Surrender it all. Namaste.